Hi everyone, so today's video I have got another back to school video. Today I have got the Q&A advice video for going back to school. I have recently been asking you guys on all of my social media platforms to ask me some questions or some topics that you may want advice on, and I've kind of compiled them all together and I'm going to be filming a video on them today. So I actually had my first day at college today. It is a Thursday as I'm filming this, and it's 7 PM and I had to redo my makeup for this video, so if I'm looking a bit drab and I'm looking a bit basic, then that is why I had to just redo my whole face. Now, before I get into this video, I would just like to say I'm not the best at advice. Obviously everyone works differently. My advice may not work for other people, but this is personally how I would get around any of the things that I'm talking about in this video. So Brittany T asked, "Hi Tiani, I'm 11 and in a few days I'm starting high school. I was wondering if you could give me some advice on how to make a good first impression and tips on how to have an amazing first year." My advice to have a good first impression on the school is just to be yourself. You want everyone around you, including teachers, your peers and whatnot, you want them to know you for who you are. So I know it's maybe hard to kind of come out your shell on the first day because you're very shy, you don't really know how to act, but just try and be yourself. Then people will learn to love you for yourself. You don't want to be putting on an act or anything, because I know that is a very, very bad thing to do, because people around you will get to know someone that you're not. If that makes sense. I'm so bad at advice. And she also asks, any tips on how to have an amazing first year? Just have fun. Have fun. You want to get to know the school, get to know your peers, get to know the teachers. The first couple years is basically going to be the only time that you're going to be able to have fun, not have to worry about revision and whatnot. When it comes to year 9, 10 and 11, the teachers really start to crack down on you, start giving you a lot more homework, a lot more revision and whatnot. So the best advice and tip that I would give to you is just to have fun. So I didn't want to comment my question on your post, but I'm scared to go back to school because of bullies. Do you have any advice? I got so many questions about bullying and what to do if you're in a case of bullying and whatnot and you're scared to go back to school. Everyone tells you to ignore it, and it's probably the easiest way to go about it, but then again, if you're ignoring it, it's not really going away. I would tell someone, tell a teacher, tell a friend, a family member. Tell someone, because that is the most important thing when it comes to bullies, because if you don't do anything about it, they're gonna feel like they can get away with anything. I know a lot of people say just ignore it, just don't respond to it, else it will carry on doing it, but to be honest, this is even worse because you're just letting them over and over and doing it, and to be honest, nothing's getting sorted out. Another question I actually got DM'd through Instagram. She's starting a secondary school and she's a bit nervous, and it comes naturally, obviously, but how do I make friends? I'm probably not the best person to ask how do I make friends. I really struggle to make friends because I'm very, very shy to start out with, but then I get very, very kind of loud and in your face a little bit when you get to know me. So I kind of find it very, very hard to make friends, but the best thing to do is just be yourself, like I said in the beginning. Be friendly to them, make conversation with them, make friends with people who have similar interests to you. So if you hear a girl talking about makeup in class and you like makeup too, then make a conversation with her. Oh, you like makeup? I like makeup too. What's your favourite eyeshadow brand? What's your favourite makeup brand? I know this and this, and what do you know? You know, just make conversation with them, talk about your interests and your mutual interests and whatnot. And she also asks, I'm worried about being put in lessons with people I don't know, and that's my worst nightmare as I'm shy. Yes, I totally understand where you're coming from. I was worried as well when I went into year 7 that I was going to be put in, well, and even in college, I've been put in a class with people I don't know at all. The whole class is people I have no idea who they are. Make conversations with people. Don't be nervous about being put in class with people you don't know, because you will get to know them, you will make conversations with them, you will interact with them during class, and honestly that's the best way to make friends, is to be placed in a class that you can't get out of and there's people in there. You're gonna make friends. That's all I can say. I know that sounds horrific and like torture, but it is. It's like probably the best way to make friends. You're being shoved in a class class with a bunch of classmates that you don't know, and you're going to be with them for the rest of the year. So I mean, that is definitely the best way to make friends. So a lot of people ask me about revision, and I didn't actually revise for any of my GCSEs. Oh, that's like the worst advice ever, because I'm coming on here saying like, oh yeah, I didn't revise for any of my GCSEs and stuff like that. Don't do that. Revise, because you will do so much better than you would have if you didn't revise. I didn't revise pretty much at all for my exams. I think I revised for one of my exams, and if any teachers are watching this that I had in secondary school, I think they like hate me now, but yeah. Didn't revise for any of my exams apart from maths, because maths was the one that I really wanted to get. But any tips on how to revise? Okay, so the first one that pretty much every teacher tells you to do is revise in small chunks, and I think this is definitely one that you should take into consideration. A 20 minutes revision, and then had a 10-minute break, had some food, had a shower, tidied your room, had dinner, and then did another 20 minutes, and then I had another 10 minutes break, and then do the same every single night. You will get in a routine, you will get used to that routine. The best part about doing it in breaks is that you won't get bored, easily, and you won't lose motivation to revise. You just got to think positively about revision. If you do revise, you will pass your exams, you will get to go into the courses that you want to. Another tip that I probably would say is have a goal, what you want to do after you've done your GCSEs, or if you do complete your GCSEs. For example, if you really want to get into a college or a university, stick to that goal and be like, if I want to go into that college, if I want to go into that university, if I want to do that course, then I need to revise every single night for an hour, and you will get into a routine because you really want to reach that goal. I know someone also asked me how I did in my GCSEs and what results I got. I'm going to share them with you now. I did actually bring my little results paper here, so let's go through them together. Yay! So yeah, as I said, I didn't revise for any of these, but I did revise for maths. Where I live, we have to get a C for maths and a C for English at least to do a course in college without doing maths or English as well as that course. For my English language, I had 2 English GCSEs, my English language and English literature. English language is more of like descriptive writing and stuff like that. I got a B in that. Got a B in English language, so I passed that one. And then in English literature, I got a B. And English literature is, if you study books, you get a question, then you write about the question based on the book. So I got a B in both of my Englishes, and then in my maths, I also got a B, which I was so happy about. In my mocks, which is like an exam that you take before your GCSEs to see where you are, I actually got a D, and I was one of the lowest ones in my class, which sucked because I was very scared that I wasn't going to pass my maths. But going into the exam, I was so confident because I had revised a little bit, and I got a B, and I'm very happy with that because I didn't think I was going to get that. Business studies, I got an E because I hated business studies and I had no motivation to revise. In history, I got a D because again, I hated history, I had no motivation to revise. Spanish, D, hated that also. Art and design, I got a C, which I was very surprised about. I thought I was going to get a B in art. I'm actually kind of disappointed that I got a C in art because I was really happy with my final project. But I guess it wasn't good enough for a B, so I got a C in art. In science, I got a C, and additional science, which is extra science that we have to do, I got a D. Yeah, I got a D. So that's my results. Some people would say that's amazing, but I don't think they're that good. I would have done so much better if I revised. Don't think that you can get that without revising, because even though I didn't revise, that was very lucky for me to get those results, because some people, if they didn't revise, they would get terrible results. It could work completely different to you. If you didn't revise at all, you could have got worse results. It just depends on the person. So don't feel like you don't have to revise because I got good results. I would definitely recommend revising. I wish I did revise. I wish I did listen a little bit more in lessons, but obviously that is just my mistake. But I'm still happy with my results. I am over the moon with what I got. I was really, really nervous that I wasn't going to pass my maths or English, but I obviously did, so I'm very, very happy with my results. So another question that I got asked a lot, how to stay motivated to do your homework. Very similar to the case about how to stay motivated to revise. Do it in small chunks and just think that it's all going to be over soon. It won't take long. So if it was a massive piece of homework, then to do 20 minutes of it, then take a break, 20 minutes and take a break. That's what I did. If I had to write an essay or a piece of writing, I would do an hour one day and then an hour another day, and it motivated me a lot because I didn't have to do it in a large, massive chunk. Another question asked by Jasmine Louise, she asked, what makeup do you wear to school? I will literally wear anything to school. In secondary school, again, I wore very, very heavy makeup. You would be surprised how heavy my makeup was. Or if you're in year 7, if you're going into year 7, you don't even need to wear makeup. The only reason why I did wear makeup is because I love makeup. I love expressing myself through makeup. But you don't need to wear makeup if you don't want to. Don't feel like you have to because everyone else is wearing it. Wear makeup for you, not for other people. The next question is a very different question that I didn't think I was going to get, but it's very, very interesting. So this question is from Ellie Taylor, and she asked, I made friends with a girl, not realizing stuff about her. How can I edge away? Please help me. If you've made friends with someone and they have turned out to be basically a completely different person to what you thought they would be, the best advice I can give you is not to really edge away from them, but to talk to them. I know this may be hard sometimes to talk to someone that you are possibly scared of talking to, or you don't want to upset them or offend them, but honestly I think the best thing to do is to talk to them so that they can realize that you don't want to be their friend because of this. Because it may be a bad thing. It may be because they are doing something that is bad for them, or they're doing something that is hurting you. You know what I mean? The best thing is to talk to them so you can resolve it between the both of you. And if you do resolve it between the both of you, then you can stay friends and you can stay close. But if you don't resolve it, then obviously you can just edge away and not be friends anymore. They might not want to be friends with you anymore. You may be feeling the exact same way, so definitely resolve it and talk to each other about the situation, and you might be able to resolve something. The next question is from Courtney Williams, and she asks, I'm going into year 11 and freaking out about my GCSEs. Any advice? Don't freak out. Obviously you're going to be worried about them, but I wouldn't freak out about them. Just think to yourself, like, they're gonna be over soon, they're gonna be over and done with, and if I pass them, then I never have to study this subject again. Honestly, don't freak out about them because it will make it 100 times worse, and your stress levels will go to 0 to 100 if you're just freaking out all the time about them. Just get in a calm state of mind and be like, they're gonna be over soon, they're gonna be fine, I'm gonna be fine. Because sometimes if you stress out and you freak out, you do really bad. I think that's all the questions that I have. Obviously I've skipped a few out that aren't really relatable to me and I don't know the answers to, but hopefully that answered a few questions. So I hope this helped you out, and let me know in the comment section below if it did help you out. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already and you are new here, then don't forget to click the subscribe button down below. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. I love you so, so much, and I will see you guys on Sunday. Bye!